welcome to Mile High Racing. This is my first video I'm putting together, starting up a channel. It's not going to be specifically for diecast racing, which is basically some things that you're going to see tonight, and do a little bit of an unboxing tonight, even though that's probably not what this channel is going to primarily be for. But this unboxing is basically going to be the primary start of what the channel is going to be, which is going to be some roll-off drag racing, diecast related. There may be some slot cars pieces in there, some slot car videos. Have 1/32 Carrera slot car track in the basement, but I'm going to be doing some, as mentioned, diecast drag racing in the garage. So kind of looking to start this off. I want to give a shout out to JDC, who kind of, I'll say, inspired me in the hobby, and really just, I mean, telling all of his followers to get involved in the hobby and in the community. And I'm looking to start, and I'm going to build a drag strip diorama. So here is my case here, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start to unbox this right now, so y'all can see what I'm working with and how serious I am about this. Pride myself on doing some realistic customs. Right here, I'll show you here before I end the video, kind of some of the customs that I got on dock. Try to keep usually about 10. I think there's 10 up here, 5, 6, 7, 8, call it 11. But 11 at a time, that's probably the max that you should be doing. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and open this case and shut my mouth really quick, and we'll see what the mailman brought in today from Europe. So I've been looking on eBay over and over to try and get some drag racing buildings, etc., if you will. Haven't really found much, so here I am, and was able to go to Paulie'sDiecastGarage.com and find what I found here. So I'm gonna pull out these boxes here. This is absolutely incredible stuff. It wasn't cheap, mind you, but it was pretty awesome. I said, you know what, can't pass this up. This is gonna set the drag strip diorama off the chain. So shout out to Paulie'sDiecastGarage.com for carrying this product here. Let's see what I mean when I get this open. And it really takes, I'm only not old enough to know about this old box art, but this really takes me back to walking in like antique stores and checking out all the old model cases, or model cartons, if you will, right? So bought a couple of things here. I'll go through this and explain it just a bit. I bought two extension drag strips and just a base drag strip piece. So you can see here, fits all popular 3-inch toy car brands, which is what I'm doing here. Wait till I show you my bench. It's getting out of hand quickly, but I'm very excited about getting this started. And I'm trying to keep it strictly to premiums. Anything with real riders, any kind of rubber wheels out there for this channel right now. But yeah, obviously things will change potentially, but again, kind of looking at this photo just reminds me of something that I'm going to do, right? Got the real riders in there on these. I think, again, incredible artwork there. Really shows what's inside, and I cannot wait to start painting this, because it comes as just the die cut wood, and you got to go ahead and do everything your own. So assembly instructions, pretty neat. Assuming that's what these are. Looks like it. Yep, sure is. Awesome. And in English, even better. It's Joe Cal. Quality model shit, a brand you can trust. Yeah, I'd say so. I realized I was a bit off and not centered in the camera. This is the first video, so don't hate on me too much. You can get some pressure sensitive labels or stickers to go with it, which is pretty badass actually. I don't know how, like, the longevity over time, but I'm gonna definitely put that SJoeCal on there. I plan to make a lot of my own as well. But obviously the channel is gonna be about the racing, but like I mentioned, I want my diorama to look pretty damn good, so it's gonna take a little while to build, and I'll probably start racing as I'm going through, while I'm building the diorama, right? We get the paint done, and who knows, maybe I'll do some races while I'm painting, and while I get the track set up. All right, let's see what we got in here. Obviously very thin, right? I cut the wood. I need to paint and assemble. Put this back in here. Oh yeah. So let me flip this over so I can kind of mimic what's going on here. So it looks like here, this is that it's that tower, which I haven't really decided if I'm gonna use that tower or not. Just based off of what I'm gonna be going for in the look of my drag strip. I don't know if I'm gonna really go old school like that, or if I'm gonna go more new. Anyway, I'll decide that later, but I'll at least build that, paint it, and kind of put it together and see what it looks like. So I'm assuming that this is just the track piece, right? This is just the track piece here, which is pretty solid length, yes. Let's see. Looks to be, yeah, 200 millimeters. So everything kind of just pops in here. Put a little bit of tack glue on there. Neat. Okay. Put a couple cars up here. Some of these ones that I took paint off. Kind of swamps. You can see I'm in the middle of doing these here. Customs. All right. Let's see here. Put another one on there. Oh yeah, perfect. You see that? They fit perfect down here. And you can have the wall here in the middle, walls along the edge. Yeah, nice, real nice. Get these back to where they go. All right, and we got here, looks like the scoreboard or timing, obviously here. This looks like the opening for the tower. This would be the scoreboard up here. And then we got the tree right here. I was pretty worried about this in terms of like size, but grab this car again, place that thing on there. It doesn't look too bad. You're gonna have, yeah, the car is basically gonna be just shy of that first light. I don't know if you can all see that, but looks like the height's gonna be just shy of the first light, which kind of holds basically true from the drag strips that I've been to anyway. But this is badass. I'm really looking forward to putting this together. So, as I mentioned, this is going to be diecast racing. So I can't just have that piece of the track be that size and that's it. I'm going to leave that out really quick and open up one of these drag strip extension cases. So a little bit different art, which I think is really damn cool that they did that. Again, it's a lot of, I'm assuming this is a smaller company, and the fact that they went through and put different art on this box here is pretty impressive. I mean, all the way down to, you got 13 precision pieces here and then 28 in that one. So great jobs, SJoeCal. Big time quality model shit. Love that slogan, man. That's great. So let's check this wheel. All right. That's got to be, I don't know what language that is, but here's kind of the card when you open it there. Looks like great customer service. Obviously, if I have any issues, I'll let you guys know if there is any issues, but I'll also let you know how the customer service is if there is. So here's the drag strip extension. I don't believe that it comes with this piece. It's just shown for reference. Obviously, I just showed you that. I believe it's just going to be the extension piece and then this piece here. So I got 2 of these, so that way, more than likely I'll just keep one back here and run 3 of these at the end, so that'll kind of be the length of the drag strip, you know, the 1/4 mile. So let's move this over and open this one up, and let's take a look at the length, what this is going to be. looks like, yeah, you got the sign there, as mentioned, on the, right here. Very nice. The entrance to get in on the strip there. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm going to use that or not, but it's there if I need it, and if not, I got spare parts to build something else. So, perfect. Yeah, looks like the two pieces, like I just mentioned. So this will be the entrance to the strip, and then it'll kind of butt up to here. Let's move this out of the way. Butt up to this one, which is where your light's going to be, your tree, and then the tower right there. Tower will be here, and the tree will be over here. And then we'll have 3 going this way. So I think it'll be a good length drag strip. I'm pretty excited about putting it together. I'm just going to off screen formally put it there, but I think the length is it's going to be pretty solid. So that's kind of wrapping up. You know, this, I'd say unboxing. I'm not going to open up the other one. It's the exact same thing. I mean, I am going to open it, but y'all know what I mean. There's no sense in doing it on camera for you. It doesn't really make any sense. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun project, and I believe I mentioned already that it's going to take me some time because I am not one to just put something together and half-ass it. It's gotta look decent, and I'll show you my workbench, kind of what I'm working with in this introductory video here, and then we'll probably end it, so you can kind of get an idea of the OCD that I have. Got active projects laying on the table, as everybody always does, and then all tools kind of up here on the bench. I was doing some painting earlier, that's why I got some dab in here, some paint. But yeah, I'll go ahead and flip this camera around and kind of show you some active projects and everything that I got going on right now. So here's the workbench. Again, bit of OCD, as I mentioned. It's very organized. I like to keep it that way. The more stuff that comes in, the more organized it gets, and I love that. I don't know about y'all, but I really do. And kind of here's the active projects. Keep the cutting mat here. Working on some figurines. I got a gas lander. Thanks again for the inspiration, JDC. But this is my 68 Nova that I'm gas landing. It's not done yet. About 90% there. Probably gonna put some real riders on all these cars. I just gotta buy some tires. That's the Cyclone that I'm doing in a bright orange. Not sure what I got going on with these 3 here that are just down to their bare metal. Obviously some cleanup that's got to be done. Looking to do like an old school circle track racer with this one. Just got to get some probably Goodyear tires or some Hoosier tires on that. Doing an event or some sort of racing in January. I'll have to look up that link and put it somewhere, but somebody on Facebook posted that they're doing G-body racing, so I got 3 projects that I'm going to work on. You can see I got a kind of a semi-gloss here, and then a high gloss there. A little bit of dust on there. I haven't touched them in a couple weeks, but got those going. And then I got the custom Ford Bronco. Not really doing a lot to that. I didn't like the chrome base and didn't like that the top wasn't black, so adjusting those, and then I'll go through and touch up and put the details on the front and the back. And then actually, I'm going to show you over here on the right is I got a whole lot of these, and these are Racing Champions, some older cars. But the main reason why I got them is they have the rubber slicks on the back, and then it's really interesting, metal Eagle Goodyears on the front, which, again, me doing this roll-off drag race, I don't really care what kind of tires they are, as long as they roll, I guess. But I'm primarily going to use these cars for, like, pieces. And I mean, now they got wheelie bars on the back. Take those off and cut them up a bit, make them look a little bit more detailed, and paint them. Parachute, probably take the wings off these things. I mean, perfect for tearing apart and putting them on other cars. So yeah, here was that lot that I was talking about. So these, I'm not going to cut these up. I'm planning on having a little area on the diorama of John Force, maybe having a John Force figurine sitting there being interviewed, so on and whatnot. And then I plan on having a KISS section as well. Actually got a guy that's been creating these figurines for me, as I was mentioning over there, the projects I'm working on. And he's creating the KISS band, so I'm going to have them rocking out in front of their cars up on a little stage. And then here's the cars that I'm just going to go through and basically just tear apart. At least half of them. I'm probably going to keep the Jags and the GM Performance parts just because of the brands I like. But these three will probably get ripped, and I'll tear the parts out for other cars, other customs. And then just some spares that I bought at the store. You guys already saw the tools, but I'll kind of bounce over here really quick and show you. This is just the start. I literally am just starting, and I got a basic collection, but buying cars for this trip, and I started buying some random stuff earlier on, like a couple of these vans. I don't know if I'm gonna keep those, but some of the other stuff is strategic for purchasing, like all these here. These will all be at the strip. Custom that my first custom that I actually did right there, the Hot Wheels Mustang. Unfortunately, not the scale, because that Fox body right there is the scale, but that's all right. First custom, it's out of the way. Looks good, I thought, with some characters, some figurines hanging out next to the second custom I did. Yeah, that's basically it for now. There will be more videos to come. It's not going to be real hot up front because I obviously have a lot of work to do. But yeah, thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for this little brief introduction of my channel, Mile High Racing. Again, not only diecast, you'll probably see some videos on some 132 slot cars because I got a track. So on that note, peace, and hope y'all are doing good.